Nokia's cooking, baby. Cooking with gas.
You might have to catch a plane for this. You gon' have to say my name for this.
What is the deal, beautiful people? Welcome to Lifestyles Defined. On this channel, we talk about all things tech, your favorite passion. And today's topic happens to be Nokia at NWC. We got a lot of questions in the inbox. You guys, if you're new here, you may not know, but we are some bona fide 1000% Windows fanboys around here. More so Microsoft fanboys. And Windows Phone, this channel was funded. It was founded on the back of Microsoft Windows Phone, which since had died. Check out our podcast about the death of Windows Phone. I did not enjoy making that video, but it had to be done. So yes, Windows Phone and Nokia went hand in hand, and Nokia is back at it again. I like a lot of what I saw here at NWC. I even learned it. I was watching one of, what's the homie's name? Michael Fisher. I was watching his video, and he actually, it was a good tidbit. I'd known a lot of the Microsoft employees and old Nokia people were kind of employed at HMD, but I didn't know to the scope of it. Apparently, it's a good number of them, and the buildings are like right across the street from each other. So that is cool to see the company. It reassures us that not only is this, HMD didn't just buy Nokia, they're still embodying the essence of who Nokia was. And from what I've always read in the past, that Finnish pride runs deep within Nokia. So it's dope that they were able to keep it after Microsoft raped them and sold them. But yeah, so two things sort of stood out to me at MWC. And one of the things was I really admired Nokia's return to form. Simple designs, functional designs, still attractive. Love it. The second thing was they kept it simple. I wish the same for HTC. I saw BlackBerry did it, worked out very well for them. And every other manufacturer, if you're going to do an Android phone, do the phone, worry about the hardware, and just leave the experience stock. My God, that is such an understated concept in the Android world. And I think if a lot of companies would just buy into that concept, a lot of these phones would have so much better experience. They won't have all these resources trying to run their clown face version or what they think the messaging app should run and what their launcher should look like. Nah, just do it stock, homie. One less thing to worry about. Keep your engineers doing things that matter. So I really like what Nokia did here. In terms of the two phones that caught my eye, I think there was only two actually. So there's the Sirocco, I think it's called. Let me move the notes over here. It's the Sirocco, and this is sort of a premium mid-range device. And wow, what a great device. I would put it in the category of something a little under a OnePlus. It's not as hard hitting in the specs, but I think the experience should measure up. It's got this stainless steel frame, a 5.5 OLED display. I thought that was interesting. Snapdragon 835, which is last year's chip, and yeah, no problem with that. That's currently what I'm running in my Galaxy S8 Plus that I probably won't be upgrading. It's got 6 gigs of RAM. Okay, cool there. 128 gigs of storage with a micro SD. 3260 milliamp battery. I think that's plenty. It's got the IP76 resistance. I will not buy another phone without that, so it's good to see it. And it's got wireless charging. Now, of course, when you talk Nokia, you think about the cameras, and yes, there are Zeiss branded cameras here. In fact, the cluster at the back has these dual cameras. The regular camera's at a 1.7 f-stop, and the other one's at a 2.4 or something like that. So we don't quite know what the cameras will do, but I guess you can expect a good experience from them. Then there's the Nokia Plus. Metal chassis, of course, same dual camera setup at the back. And a Snapdragon 660 with 4 gigs of RAM and a 3800 milliamp battery. So this one's kind of on the lower end of the spec, but I think most people will go for this one because it's more accessible. and the bigger battery helps. But I like what I saw from Nokia, and I think we're in a good place. In fact, there are rumors about a Sirocco Pro being released shortly, which will have all the specs we just described. But what was it? I think it was going to have the new Snapdragon, the 845, and it was going to have a fingerprint reader in the under the glass, the display. So look forward to that to actually be a flagship offering. And you know me, I got a thing about buying flagships. If I'm going to buy a smartphone, it's going to be a flagship. So I'm watching out for that. I would not mind jumping back over to Nokia at all. I always loved that brand. I think they do some amazing work. I'm happy to see that they were able to bounce back on their feet and not lose a big part of their DNA and what made them Nokia, what made them special. So kudos to them. I don't have it. I don't have any malice against Nokia as a Windows fan. So I really like what I saw there. And I hope that Sirocco Pro rumor is true. I'll be looking out for that because I think that's going to be a killer device and maybe my next device because I don't know. I'm not really. The more I think about the S9 Plus, I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. I know a new Pixel's probably a ways out. I don't know. We'll see what LG does. Hit the comments below, guys. I want to know what you think. Did Nokia do it? Is it a comeback? Can we call it a comeback? Or did they always run rap? My name is Ramon. I'm out of here. Peace. Well, I guess. And the reason we started Lifestyles Defined is because if we weren't on camera arguing about these things, the technologies, the phones, the iPhones, the Androids, the cameras, the games, we'd be on the phone arguing about it. We'd be in each other's houses arguing about it. So why not just put it in front of a camera for everyone to enjoy it the way we do? That's what Lifestyles Defined is all about. We just